up this our society.
Right.
And it will take me and you to do it. That's why I always watch Johnnie's Bite.
The general watches Johnnie's Bite.
Every day.
Thank you very much.
And it's devoid of insults, but straight to the point, factual and fearless.
What he seeks to do is to bring attention to some of the ills or some of the problems that we have. And even though it's often very spicy, I was telling him that he could add some ketchup on the side.
Oh, you should add some ketchup. It's too hot for you, eh?
Too hot.
I don't get surprised when people criticize you. But I think you are doing a good job.
Thank you, sir.
And don't at all think about what people will say. Continue with the objective work that you are doing. And definitely it will help this nation. Because you are not doing it for yourself. But what Ghanaians cannot say is what you are saying.
Charlie, no be joke. The pressure people like Johnnie can give you.
No.
You don't get grey hair, you go get grey hair.
I'm innocent.
And that's what I'm saying, that the pressure Johnnie and his people, the pressure they can give you don't get grey hair, you go get. So your best bet is not to have hair.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbanallah wa ni'ma wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Johnnie's Bite. It's Monday. It's raining out there, so if you don't have to step out, or if you must step out in protective clothing and drive safe. There's no need to arrive there as the late so and so. It's better to be late than to be called the late so and so. So keep that in mind. But this morning also, if you're planning to have breakfast, drink a cup of cocoa dairy-free coconut milk. Every morning is good for you and your family. The health of your family is important to me because cocoa is lactose-free, it's dairy-free, sugar-free, cholesterol-free, GMO-free, allergy-free, soya-free, and gluten-free. You won't get that anywhere. And cocoa is good for sports people. It's good for pregnant people. It's good for lactating mothers. It's good for sickle cell anemia patients. It's good for toddlers and the elderly. It comes in 5 different variants, but we have 4 here now. Amazing drink by all standards. You can use it to cook, whatever you want to use it for, it's good. And it's good for people who are vegetarians as well. So you have to make a choice from this set, and you have to enjoy it. It's available across the country, NS Chemist, shops, Opoku Trading in Edum, Kumasi, Santex in Cape Coast, Bachona Total, and all supermarkets. Pick up your phone, please, and call 027-4440-180. That's 027-4440-180. And visit the Facebook page, Cocoa Dairy Free GH. Now, speaking of free, I think that the Cedi now is not listening to anybody. The Cedi is dancing its own calypso. Inflation is dancing azonto. Cedi is dancing calypso. The solid economic management team is nowhere to be found. Because if it is the same economic management team that had told us prior to the 2016 election, and Dr. Baumia had come to eulogize them before the 2020 election and said, it is what a solid economic management team. Professor Jan Balfour, Alan Kojo Tremontaine. He mentioned the names. What a solid. Then you find that video for me. Play that video for me. What a solid economic management team. Guta is crying.
Clearly a fantastic team. Professor Jan Balfour, Dr. Akotose, Dr. Afriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Tremontaine, Boachi Ejaku, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo Mafu. What a solid team. In fact, can anyone remember the NDC economic management team? I'm sure they themselves cannot remember who their economic management team was. Kukrudu, fellow Kukrudites, we were elected to fix the problems, and I'm glad to report that we are fixing the problems and we are putting in place the policies that will drive the economic transformation of this country. It is very clear that the economy is beginning to respond to the policies of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
So that was Dr. Bawumia, economic whiz kid who now doesn't talk about the economy, talks about digitalization. He's an IT guru, talking everything IT but the economy. Petrol prices are up. You talk, they say it's the global prices. Cement is built to go up. You talk, they say it's global prices. Food is expensive. You talk, they tell you it's global prices. So what at all is the government's own influence on what is happening? Because the government told us that the economy had been so mismanaged that we're coming to manage it. 6 years on, you don't expect the government to be blaming another person. And you see the attitude and the posture of the president seems to be a different, totally different thing from the tone that he had for us when he was asking us to vote for him. And when I tell people that the president literally begged us to vote for him, people say I am making a case or a mountain out of a mold. I tell you what, President Akufo-Addo is the gentleman who, right from infancy, had purposed in his mind that he wants to be president. In fact, he had contested with President Kufuor. Contested who? Contested with everybody. At some point, 16 other people contested him for the flag bearership of the NPP, including fellow ministers that he had served with under the Venerable Kufuor. So he had planned and purposed in his mind that made the president. John Mahama went to work one day. His boss died. Right that afternoon, he was sworn in as president. The presidency came to meet him. He didn't plan for it. The man who planned to be president right from infancy, look at where he has brought us. And when you talk, he said you should not talk. I want to remind the president how he begged us. And it's akin to somebody begging for a job. Begging for a job. Danny is standing, the president is standing by a gentleman. The video is there. Akin to somebody begging for a job and asking that the person gives them the job. Once they get the job, delivery is different. And then somebody who begs to get a job, delivery is different. Or somebody who is begged to be given a job, delivery is different. Totally different. Then he showed me the exchange rate. I want to see the exchange rate now. The dollar has broken the 8. It is having a good night. The pound has taken its 10. And we are still here. And I say we cannot find the economic management team. 1 Ghana Cedi equals what? 11 or 0.11 dollars, right? Danny, I want the actual figures. Give me the actual figures. How much is one? Say, give me $1 in cedis. Give me that one. I want that one quickly. And it is not business friendly. If you are a businessman, it's not business friendly at all. So now the conversation is this. When you put together a 40-member team, and somebody told me the other time that that's Alibaba and the 40 thieves. 40-member team to start looking at how the exchange rate, the Cedi will be sustained. The same Cedi that Dr. Bawumia told us that he had arrested the dollar and given the key to IGP Apietu, who sat there and watched. He didn't say anything about it. Perhaps when IGP Apietu was leaving he opened the door Nicodemously for the dollar to come and pass, to break jail. Have you heard the vice president talk about exchange rate these days? Then there's a famous comment by the vice president. When the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. He comes back when the exchange rate started exposing the government to tell us that, oh, I did say in the past, Danny, find that video for me, play that video. I did say in the past that when the fundamentals are weak, but it is warp logic, you propound a theory. Then when the theory holds your left leg, you say, no, it is my right leg that you are supposed to be holding. Danny, play the video for me.
The Ghana cedi is currently in free fall and depreciating virtually on a daily basis. In fact, this is what you are seeing as a Midonyami exchange rate, because it is going all the way.
Midonyami economy. I think now we have got into Nyami Beye economy. Midonyami economy has now become Nyami Beye. That's why the president knew and said the battle is the Lord. Danny, check the video. Where the president literally begged us. And I want to go back to, I'm passionate about that because I think that the attitude of the president now, refusing even to reshuffle his ministers. And he tells us, oh, they are performing exceptionally well. And I get hurt because the comment that he made in addition to it, I see people trying to put a spin on it, that those asking for a reshuffle are either members of the opposition or people who are jobless or people seeking to destabilize his government. Power emanates from the people, say it is not yours. You are holding it in trust for the people. The streets are not happy with you. I want to remind you how you begged us. Danny, play the video for me.
I feel most of me there. But sirs, I'm also me and I'm also this is the one that makes me I am more man. I did ya one with the demo bear. I did ya one with the demo bear. I feel most of me there. But sirs, I'm also me and I'm also this is the one that makes me I am more man. I did ya one with the demo bear. I did ya one with the demo bear. I did ya one with the demo bear.
There's another video, I'll play that for you in the coming days, where the president had a bell. Said Ghana for my bomb bakumen be blind, my bomb be blind, I feel president. He begged us for power. Today the president has power. When we talk, he has a young Ethiopia attitude. And that's very shocking. Because for somebody who is close to 80, who is older than Ghana, the nation that he's leading, when your grandchildren and your children are talking, you must listen. He is not listening. I remember when Mr. Kwekwajima made that bought Sputnik V Chobo saga of the COVID whatever it is. Pure Chobo. People are dying. They are tearing Chobo. People are dying. They are tearing Chobo. When that matter came up, the president went to the minister's home region and said that the minister is the most vilified. Joe Asewusu in parliament refused to take the vote of censorship. I played that video for you. So when I hear the parliamentarians talking about the fact that, oh, Ken Oforiatta must go, I say Parliament should keep quiet. When you had the opportunity to take a vote to kick the health minister out, you refused because it's one of your own, dog bite, no blood. When you had opportunity and you had questions about almost 16 ministers at the vetting table, you refused to kick them out, even though they had unanswered questions. And even the person who everybody thought would not win got the highest number of votes. Was there money under the table? I don't know. So when Parliament says finance minister must go, you must first show working, show example. Danny, Dr. Bawumia spoke about the price of tubers of yam. Show me that tweet. And I'm asking these questions because even at the time when he spoke about the price of tubers of yam, we were not having planting for food and just spending over 600 million annually. And having our Greek minister going around telling everybody that he's working to, I said, 100 tubers of yam. 100 tubers of yam, which sold for 70 cedis in 2008. Now selling at 170. Then he puts it, you see, he puts it in the old currency, 1.7 million old cedis, an increase of about 142%. Today, ask Dr. Bawumia to go about your 100 tubers of yam. From this date, 2012, when he wrote this, when he had just been brought from the Bank of Ghana, to come and partner Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. A leeway was created for him. When people had been in the MPP party for a long time, it was created for him, and he was presented to us as the guy. Today, the economy is in shambles. Dr. Bawumia is nowhere to be found. 100 tubers of yam. Then he go back to President Kufuor after that speech at the National Theatre, very final one. And Dr. Bawumia had a penchant of addressing the nation on different matters. President Kufuor on that day gave him plaudits. Play that video for me, Danny. And I want you to listen carefully, very, very carefully what President Kufuor said. And I'll play also the tour boss, what he also said about the economy and how we were going to be taken out of the doldrums. Today we are here. We are deep down the hole. We can't even see light at the end of the tunnel. We're not too sure if you see light at the end of the tunnel, whether it's an oncoming train or it's proper light that is coming at you. Play the video.
Dr. Bawumia has said it all. His statement has been so comprehensive, he didn't leave anything out. And the choice really is the people's. When you are not well and you go and see a physician who is able to diagnose your problems, you get that diagnosis, would you leave him and go to another doctor for a solution? So, NPP has made a statement. What I will tell you is that Dr. Bawumia is not alone. He comes out of a group. And the mark of leadership is the leader who is able to pick people like Bawumia. We heard him. He was speaking for his flag bearer and for all of us in NPP. And I want to assure Ghana that if Ghana should meet with destiny on 7th December, the way it should meet, then Ghana will come out of the very deep hole onto level ground, and as we heard the speaker address, I believe within 2-3 years we'll all see the difference.
But so where's the difference? We know they see the difference, oh. And we have been looking for the difference since 2017. I'm not joking. So when you talk, government tells you, oh, before COVID came, we were doing very fine, but the economy has failed every test, every external exam they have failed, apart from the exam that the government itself has organized for itself and graded itself. How do you, the student, sit for an exam, set your own questions, invigilate, mark, and score yourself over 70%? Have you seen some before? Every other external exams the economy of Ghana has taken under leadership of the Vice President, member of the Economic Management Team, Ken Ofori-Atta, Professor Jambafo, Alan Kojo-Tremantin, all of them, it has failed. Moody's failed. Fitch failed. Bloomberg failed. S&P failed. Downgrade, with a chop downgrade, so like that. Then he pull up the thing, and that's why we've gone to IMF. I want to go back again. Dr. Bawumia's tweet, quickly. We will go back to that tweet again. And the receipts are important. Here is Dr. Bawumia who said, notwithstanding 24th of March 2015, notwithstanding the bailout agreement with the IMF on March 20, 2015, Moody's downgraded Ghana's credit rating further into junk territory to B3. What is our rating today? With a negative outlook. This is 6 levels below investment grade and signifies high credit risk. This means that investors are not yet convinced about the prospects for the economy, even with an IMF bailout. Ghana would have to do a lot to convince the markets that it is committed to the program. It is in this regard that the announcement last week that the Ghana was seeking new bridging loans up to $1.5 billion was quite shocking. It demonstrates a lack of understanding or appreciation of Ghana's debt dynamics by the government. How can the government be seeking to contract this magnitude of non-concessional loans at this time when it does not have enough cash to meet statutory payments? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, IMF bailout. Will the Encore hold? Distinguished Speaker Series, 24th March 2015. That was Dr. Baumia. Today, under his leadership and the Water Solid Economic Management team, we are even in a worse situation than this. They need to put together a 40-member team. That's my last thing. Drop the list for me. Let me see the list. So these are the members of the 40-member FX committee. They're supposed to work to say and tell us how we're going to save the city. These fine people, very knowledgeable, intellectual. I see my friend Franklin Kujo there. I see Everon Hughes also there. Well, now these are the members of the group. Let me put it out there. Ken Oforiatta, Minister for Finance. Owusu Friyakoto, Minister for Agric. Alan Tremartin, Trade Minister. Dr. Maxwell Opoku-Afare, First Deputy Governor of Bank of Ghana. Somebody said that the Bank of Ghana has given up on the government. Dr. Samuel Asho, Senior Policy Advisor, Minister of Finance. Dr. Yao Anum, Senior Technical Advisor, Minister of Finance. Everon Hughes, Technical Advisor, Office of the Vice President. Benjamin Komlakpodo, Ho Central MP, Parliament. Patrick Nomo, Chief Director, Ministry of Finance. Samuel Akas, Director, Treasury and Debt Management, Ministry of Finance. Samson Akligo, Director, Financial Services Division, Ministry of Finance. Al-Hassan Idrisu, Director, Economic Strategy and Research, Ministry of Finance. Steve Opata, Head of Financial Markets, Bank of Ghana. Kwesi Kwenin Bosumpim, Acting Controller Accountant General. Joseph Boahin Edu, CEO, Cocobod. Efua Sabia Sari, CEO, GEPA. Yofi Grant, CEO, GRPC. Adai Enchiboy Siako, CEO, Minerals Commission. Duka, Senior Advisor, MOF. Senior Hosi, CEO, Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributor. Franklin Kujo, President, Imani Ghana. Abenal Sepoku, Managing Director, Barclays Bank, now APSA. Komla Nyalete, Director of Head of Global Markets, Barclays Bank, now APSA. Adotayanum Head, Financial Markets, Standard Chartered. They are all here. All these fine people. John Yaba, Samuel Edu, Mami Efuabuli, Felix Hamidou, a representative of the Forex Bureau Association, Bash Mohammed. All these people. Ele Blue is also there. In Kechi, they are all there. We need to say good morning to them one by one. And ask them that it is saying, since they asked you to look at our cedi and save it from the pressure of the dollar and the pound and the euro, it is saying, like OJ will say, how is the cedi looking? And why are you not speaking to us? Where is your report? Did you take allowance for your citizens or did you do it pro bono? So show us your work and let us be able to grade you. Because the same Guta that reduced spare parts prices and it was used as a campaign material, they are crying. The people who go to the ports, they are crying.